Listen, before you say anything, I know my queenly wardrobe has taken a hit, but frankly, the mirror on the wall told me I'm still the second fairest of them all. In fact, my position has been falling substantially since that Snow White has married the prince and moved away and crippled our economy in this kingdom just because I attempted to murder her a couple of times. Nonetheless, that doesn't mean that I can't still make a potion for you. Now tell me, what is it exactly that you would like me to do? Whatever you want, I will do it for a fee. Okay, well, I know I'm wearing Mickey Mouse pants. Leave me alone. I have hit hard times, and I just need work. I just need work. Just give me the work and I'll do it for you, okay? Just give me the work. So I'm just going to concoct some of this potion for you now. Now tell me, what exactly do you want from this potion? Alright, we can do that. Let me just add a little bit of this solution to solute to dissolve the concoction. I will be adding some ash or burnt firewood into this solution, scooping it out of this vial. I will now just take this cream of forgotten miseries into this vial and scoop it in. And now I will wipe the residue off. And cross you right here on your forehead. Just going to cross you with this forgotten woes and misery. Let me just 2, 3 times the charm. Once again, by the time we reach the 3rd potion, 2, 3. If you decide to turn back, there will be no turning back after the 3rd cross has been made after the 3rd potion. 3 by 3 equals the charm, so that is your only warning, that if you decide that you want to keep the body you currently have, you can do so, but you must tell me before I reach the 3rd vial and cross you the 3rd time. Is that understood? Excellent. Well, let me cap the 1st vial. Time for the 2nd vial. Cleanse this a little bit. Put this here. I will be using a new piece of firewood with ash on it. Dipping this in. I will now swirl it into this concoction. One, 2, 3. Let me just scrape it onto here. Let the residue drop. That which is unworthy of your forehead will drop onto this. Excellent. And now I will be crossing your forehead 1, 2, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Let's place that there. As you can see, the identities of these colors have already been changed once they've mixed together. they no longer are themselves. They change into a different persona. And that is what will happen to every fiber of your being. You can reverse it, but it takes a witch far more powerful than myself to do so. She's a very malevolent sort of woman, a very malicious sort of woman. So to get her approval, it takes a bit to obtain it. So if you wish to reverse this process, you may go to a malicious witch, a malevolent witch, and have it undone. Now, we move on to the third vial. Once again, are you still sure that you want to proceed with this concoction? Very well. I'm going to collect the third and final burnt wood. I will dip it into the third vial. This one is the blood of mischief. This was the smile and laughter of little children, forgotten miseries, and bloody mischief. I'm going to dip it in here. I will now turn it into this concoction. One, two, three. And I will wipe the residue off to make sure nothing unworthy touches your skin. I have struck it as hard as I could, but nothing unworthy remains on this piece of wood. So I will be crossing you 3 times, but I will go slowly in case you decide to return back and not go forth with this process. All right. 1, 2. Do you want to continue? Very well. After I cross you for the 3rd time, you will notice no quick or apparent change, but as soon as you step out from this building, you will slowly change into the new persona that you wish to be. You must keep this persona well in your thoughts. Keep it at the center of your mind. Concentrate on this persona. Do not change a single detail into an unwanted characteristic, otherwise you will metamorphosize into this characteristic. Keep your ideal persona at the forefront, the very center of your head as you're walking out of this castle, because whatever you think of is what you will turn into. Is this understood? Are you ready to have the 3rd cross? Think of it. Keep it well adjusted in your mind. Keep it at the forefront of your mind. Make sure that nothing can obliterate this thought. Make sure that nothing can come between you and this thought. Make sure that this person that you want to become is very well detailed in your head. Good. Are you ready for the 3rd cross now? Very well. If you want to undo this 3rd cross, you'll have to walk over to Maleficent. Maleficent has her own castle, and she is very well equipped to metamorphosize people. She is a shapeshifter as well, and she will be able to change you back into whatever you want to be. If that be the person you are now, she will be able to do so. Are you ready? Good. 3. You won't feel anything until you walk out of this castle. So, begin your steps, walk down the stairs, go through the door, and leave my castle. a new and changed person. Are you ready? You may leave now. Hi, I'm Maleficent. How may I help you? I got one word for people that try to come at my horns. Don't. Frankly, this is still a look. And secondly, I came down on a hard economic crash after after Sleeping Beauty Aurora came all out and was like, hey, you tried to murder me. And I was like, hey, I didn't try to murder you. I murdered you. You were dead. But then Mr. Prince Boy was all like, oh, let me just kiss this corpse. And I'm like, excuse me, I didn't plan for anyone to be a necrophiliac in this story. And then he was all like, oh, I saved the day. And I'm like, whose day? And secondly, your parents didn't invite me to a party they invited literally the entire kingdom to. Like, that sends a message. Let's not forget that they only threw that party for you. And then they invite everyone but me. Like, excuse me, you might think whatever you want now, but I assure you, I was a bomb-ass woman back in the day. So, why wouldn't they invite me? You know, like, I'm a powerful fairy. I can do things, I can just conjure things up. I can change things, I can metamorphosize, I'm a shapeshifter. And then they have the audacity to be all like, no, Maleficent, you can't come. Why? Because who cares? I don't like you. I'm like, you don't like me? Well, I don't like you. So, sucks to suck, I guess. And also, curse on your baby. That thing is gonna be dead within 16 years. Oh yeah, that's right. That sweet 16, more like a horrific 16. So, yeah. Anyways, they're really bitter about it, and I've just moved on. So, I work as a call center help gal now. I just try and help whoever's come across some bad fortune in the whole magic world. So, how can I help you? Yeah, they try to make us have this positive attitude, and it's like, my name is Maleficent. Like, it's in the name, you idiot. You absolute great fool. You always have to make it positive. Nonetheless, what can I help you with today? Yeah, I could tell you messed up with the whole thinking of the identity thing. Was it the evil queen who did this? She does a good job. I'm not gonna say she doesn't. She does a good job, but she doesn't account for the fact that people don't have the greatest imagination. They tend to mess these ideals of themselves up, and as soon as they walk out, as soon as she keeps saying, well, listen, don't think of any bad characteristics, otherwise that will identify you. Don't think of any bad traits, otherwise that will be you. After that, all you're thinking are bad traits and bad characteristics that you don't want. You're not thinking of all the good characteristics that you want. Thus, you end up metamorphosizing into the person you don't want to be. And that obviously comes with bad outcomes. And people obviously want to undo it. So, I can undo this spell of yours. I can undo this. I can revert you back to who you were. And then, if you'd like, I can try my best to give you the ideal person you want that doesn't require you to have to keep the idea in the center of your mind. How does that sound? Perfect. So, let me just... my horn. It just needs to be adjusted a little bit. Oh, such a shame. Why just... it won't stay. And I can't metamorphosize myself into being my ideal person anymore. I used to be my ideal person. I used to be my ideal fairy, but times have come hard on me. My little poor Maleficent self has incurred a lot of misfortune. Nonetheless, I'm not going to bore you with those details now. I'm just going to sort of bippity-boppity boop you back into yourself, okay? I'm going to have some chicken hypnosis on you, some chicken hypnosis on you. I'm just going to need you to focus on my fingers like this. And I'm gonna start doing this. And as I do this, concentrate on your old life. Keep it to your center, okay? If you miss any details, if you end up grabbing the wrong and precise details, that's fine. I'm quite an accurate person. We only need a rough plan of what it was, okay? Perfect. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have a precise thought in your head. Just try to relatively or roughly think about what went on back in the day, okay? Perfect. So, focus on these 2 fingers, and I'm just gonna start hypnotizing you this way, okay? Keep focusing on my fingers. I'm gonna go slowly now, but I will speed up. Keep focusing, and I'm just gonna speed up. And I'm gonna go slow. Speed up. Slow. Speed up. Slow. Okay. In 1, 2, 3, you are back to being the person you were. How does it feel? Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. If I could only do it to myself, I would try and regain my power and money and castle that I used to have. But I still have the shambles of my castle that is destroyed after the battle between me and the prince, and frankly, that prince did not deserve to win. What sort of Deus Ex Machina happened? I'm frankly still upset about it, but nonetheless, I'm not going to complain. I've complained enough. I've gone to my fairy tale therapist, and I vented everything I needed to vent, and I'm still going, so I'm going to reserve all of my complaints to that therapist. So, now what we're going to do is try and reconstruct the person that you wanted to be in the first place, okay? Okay. Can I just fix my horn? Just my horn? Nothing else. I don't need anything else. I just want my horn to be put right back into where it used to be. Just to fix my horn? Only my horn. Oh, forget it. I'm just gonna start fixing who you want to be, okay? Great. So, I'm gonna do the same, but I'm gonna be doing with my entire hand now, okay? Focus on the palm of my hand, right here, okay? Just focus on this part. I'm going to be, keep focusing on my palm, and try thinking of a person that you want it to be. Once again, just a rough plan. You don't have to be precise. I'm more skilled than the evil queen, so I'll be able to complete what she tried to do, okay? So keep focusing on my palm. Focus on my palm. Focus on my palm. Keep looking at it, keep looking at it, keep looking at it. Keep focusing on my palm. Just right here, okay, right here. Just focus right there. Right there. Right there. 1, 2, 3. Okay. How do you feel? Perfect. Do you feel different? Do you feel like there's been an internal change to you? Okay. Externally, you have changed as well. I obviously can't decide if that was the ideal that you wanted to be or not. You have to decide that for yourself, because you're the one that was thinking those thoughts. However, there is a mirror around the corner, so you will be able to see yourself. If I hear you scream, then obviously we need to do this again. If I don't hear anything, then I will assume that everything went well and that you will go on about your merry day, okay? Well, great. So you can go and check out with the little gremlin in front. The gremlin is my accountant. He collects all of the money that I win from, or that I earn from these exchanges. The gremlin does take its own cut, but that's just the nature of the way it is now. So you may go and check out the gremlin up front if you liked my services, and if not, you may return and we can repeat the process, okay? Excellent. I'm just glad that you were able to come to me instead of having to live out your life according to the flawed and mistaken magic that that evil queen keeps trying to practice, while knowing that she herself couldn't even turn herself into a successful witch. I mean, crushed by a boulder. I at least was, oh wait, no, she had a better death than I did. That's a shame. Well, anyways, congratulations on your new appearance, and I hope you have a lovely day.